Hello everyone, Davey Simpson with the Surry County Beekeepers, coming to you from the bee yard. Today we're installing packages. We've installed packages in all these hives, and we want to show you guys how to install packages into this hive. These are 3-pound packages with a queen cage inside of the package. The tools that you'll need will be your hive tool, some kind of sharp knife, or a paper clip works well to get out the cork out of the queen cage, some sugar syrup in a spray bottle, and then some sugar syrup to fill the feeder up. The first thing we're going to do is take the feeder off, exposing the frames in the brood box, and we're going to take out 4 frames. And on one of those frames, we're going to put a rubber band. This rubber band is to attach the queen cage when we get her out. Now we're going to take our package, and this luan here is stapled on, and all you do is take your hive tool and pry it off. And this strap right here, on the end of this strap is your queen cage. So you want to be really gentle when you're pulling it off and loosening it, but you want to loosen it to where it's free from the staple. Then you want to take your hive tool and go down beside of the can of sugar syrup and pry it up to where you can get a handhold on it. And holding on the can and the queen cage, you want to give your package a bump. You want to knock all the bees down to the bottom. You want to take the can of sugar syrup out. You want to take the queen cage out. You want to put the luan back on top to hold the bees in. You want to look at your queen cage and make sure that you have a queen in there, and sure enough we do. You want to grab your knife, and it's really important. There's a cork on both ends of this queen cage, but one end of it is white. It's got queen candy in it. You want to take the cork out on that end. Just take the cork out of it on that end, and that is a time release for the queen. So the other bees will be feeding into the bee and eating the sugar syrup or sugar candy. And once they eat that candy away, that will release the queen into the hive. We take the queen cage and put it on the frame under the rubber band with the candy slightly facing up. If there was to be one of the nurse bees in there that's taking care of the queen, if it was to die, it could plug up the hole and the queen couldn't get out. So you want to put the candy side facing slightly up so nothing can block the hole. You want to set that to the side. We're going to take our spray and spray the bees. What the sugar syrup spray does is it coats the bees and makes it very difficult for them to fly. So when I shake them in, they're not all flying up in the air. And 95% of the bees will stay in the box when I shake them. And you just turn the package over and shake the bees in. Take the cage and put it up leaning against your hive. Take the queen, put her close to the center of the hive. One more frame right beside of her. And then put the remaining frames in. Make sure you push all your frames together and center them up. And then you're ready for your feeder to go back on. Now this is full of sugar syrup. It's good syrup, and it's mainly, it's almost full, and there's no reason to waste it. So if you just punch a hole in it with your hive tool, let's get us an air hole. I like to drizzle some down in the hive just to let the bees know that the sugar syrup is up here. And then I finish filling it with syrup. Feeding is very important for packages because they're going to be drawing out a lot of comb, and they need a lot of carbohydrates to do that. And sugar syrup is the best way to do that. And then we put the lid on it and we're done. Now, this cage here, we will leave this in place until probably tomorrow. Tonight, all these bees will come up out of this and then go on back into the hive, and everything will be good there. In about 2 to 3 days, we will come back and check to make sure that the queen is out of this packet, out of her cage. If she's not, and the bees are really calm, we will go ahead and release her at that time. If you like the videos, please subscribe to the channel. Click the like button, and you can also click the little bell, and you can get notifications anytime we add a video. And as always, happy beekeeping.